only do students from Our Lady of the Lake University have to deal with tuition fees being so high. Several students who live on campus have experienced problems where they get charged different amount of fees for what the Office of Residence Life calls an improper checkout.
Last semester I got charged $35 because I didn't take down the stuff from my wall.
I charged $35 because I had left food in the room.
Students also believe that the Office of Residence Life is abusing them and their money during the period of time they reside on campus. Montoya has been charged $35 for having dust on her windows and not cleaning it before she turns in her key at the end of the semester.
For improper checkout because the windowsill was too dusty.
Mark Senner, Director of Resident Life, mentions that students before moving in or out from campus sign documents where it explains in detail the rules and regulations of being a resident.
We give them a room inventory form. The RA will explain to them to go through the form and explain the condition of their room when they arrive. The RAs hold a meeting during that first week for all the students, all the residents, and try to go, and that's one of the many things that they go over, rules and regulations, and of course, conditions of their room. If there's a problem that maybe they overlooked, they need to let the RA know.
Senner says that the fees students get charged are reasonable and believes that students can become more responsible having these housing responsibilities.
When someone is charged, like for a discipline type thing, they know why they're here. They know what they've done wrong. Sometimes the fines they get from me are pretty minimal compared to maybe a citation they would have gotten from the police for a minor in possession of alcohol or supplying alcohol for minors, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying any people are happy about being fined, but usually they understand why. We do charge lockout fees. If you need to have an RA or somebody assist you with a lockout, there's a $30 fee for that. So we try to do that to minimize the people just blowing off carrying their keys and stuff like that. Frankly, it's work. People are a lot more conscientious than they used to be before that fine went into, or that charge went into place. That's not really a fine. When a student moves out, if there are damages or they don't clean their room or they don't follow the guidelines we send out at the end of the year, there are fees assessed there. I don't think they're too overwhelming. They're probably minimal. But if a person doesn't fill out their paperwork and check out with us properly, ever since I've been here for 5 years, there's a $35 fine. A few people incur that. Ideally, in a perfect world, in what I would love to see, I would love to not fine anybody a thing. But the reality is things need to happen to try to be fair to those students that, are doing what's expected of them versus those that are choosing not to follow the rules.
But students like Cesar Dominguez do not agree to these kinds of charges. 2 years ago, he was charged $60 for an improper checkout.
I got charged about $60 for not improper checkout fees, but for not cleaning it. And I think it's unfair because I remember spending an hour and a half, maybe even more, sweeping, mopping, making sure everything is ready. I don't know who sets the standards for cleaning or how they measure how clean the room is, but I got charged $60 for doing somebody else's work that gets paid less.
This is Ana Federico reporting from Our Lady of the Lake University.